What's up, guys? Welcome back to Roblox Talk. Let's go over that Buccaneers 29-19 loss to the Washington football team. The offense didn't score like up to par like they usually do, only 19 points. So let's go over some of the good before we look at the negatives and what went wrong. So this is the first touchdown to Bray over here, middle of the field. Break it down for me, plus. How did that happen?
Yeah, it was a good concept here. Again, they show a run heavy formation and you throw out of it. So that was really nice to see. Good hard play action fake. You see everyone bites, and Braid does a good job of just slipping the block and release. And it's an easy pitch and catch. Good execution.
Yeah, it's simple when it's executed to perfection, right? I mean, usually the Buccaneers are they usually do this, but for some reason, past couple weeks, even though they had a bye week, they haven't been doing that up to par, and that's something that's we're going to stress a lot in this video. We'll keep going on. Here's a touchdown now to Mike Evans. It looks so simple when it is executed perfectly. So you look at what's going on. You only have one high deep safety with Mike Evans one on one. That's usually a win for the Buccaneers, and Tom Brady would take that 10 times out of 10, and he does here. What do you see?
Right. Yeah. You definitely go after the one on one matchup. And, Mike was open a lot in this game. And unfortunately, Tom just couldn't connect with him. Here, again, just does a good job, beats his man with a nice swim move over to get that release. Tom recognizes it, holds that safety middle of the field, and, fires a good, perfect pass in there. And Mike easily scores here for the touchdown.
That is something to go over. Like Mike's release right here, just a little swim move over. The defender got all pissed off and was crying to the referee after the play. That's a legal move. What are you crying about? It's just a big man making a good move. Can't cry. Do your defensive move. Okay. So now we're looking more. Jalen Darden getting open, biggest catch of his career so far. But I mean, check out the defense. What did they want to not prevent? There's three deep. So they didn't want to allow the deep pass. So what happens here, plus?
Yeah, basically, they just rush three. They play coverage. Tom does a good job here of actually, staying in the pocket, scanning the field, and he sees that they're pretty much taking the middle of the field away. So your sidelines are going to be open. That allows Jalen Darden to sneak behind the corner there at the top of the screen. As you see the safeties focus on Brait and Mike Evans coming to the middle, that leaves Darden wide open down the sideline. And unfortunately, he couldn't make this one guy miss. If he did, maybe he's off to the races. But again, a great catch and a good executed play.
Yeah, at least he caught this one, didn't bounce in the air. But this is a concept you see a lot from the Buccaneers. You see these two guys. This is from New England. It seems like two guys converging to the middle, occupying the middle of the field, and then Tom Brady attacks either the middle if they don't cover it, or he finds the outside. And this is just Brady reading the coverage and attacking. Pretty much all it is, bread and butter. But he has to have time to execute that, and that's something the offensive line didn't really do. Even though they only had 0 sacks, they still didn't cover well. But this is a play before the half where we actually got points because of this little flag here. But what'd you see here, plus?
Yeah, this was I thought a very good play here by Mike Evans. Again, they're just trying to get yards here, and it looked like he was trying to draw a flag here as he did a good job just running this to the sideline, being physical, and then getting tossed out of bounds here by the face mask and draws a penalty. So really good job there. And again, more good executed plays, running the quick screen game. They did this a lot, during the contest. This was one of the good ones where they had two tight ends go out, stretch. It's like pretty much a stretch run here, as you have your blockers going out wide, setting up an alley, and good job by Chris just taking it upfield.
Yeah, I mean, when it's executed correctly, things do well. But this is it. It's got to be consistently done this way. And Chris Godwin is a hell of an option for the screen game because he can catch it, make people miss, bulldoze through people like you see here. The effort is there usually, but it's not consistent. It's something that we're getting fed up saying about consistency and execution. But Bucks are gonna have to do it. They've been slapped in the face twice now. Let's see if there's a change. What do you see here?
Right. No, you said it best. Again, just a good executed play. Donovan Smith gets out here in space, Mike Evans as well, manning up their guys and making sure they give a lane for Chris to run through. Chris does a good job of just running tough, bouncing off this guy and getting more yards. Really good play here. And I thought that was a good momentum changer.
And here's literally what it was. I mean, Brady doesn't get sacked, but check out Marpet with Jonathan Allen in here. He immediately gets in. Quick, clean win off the line. Brady gets this ball out right before getting clobbered into the ground. And I think you think maybe he's getting gun shy or quick trigger because of the pressure he was feeling all day. What do you think?
Yeah, especially in the first half, it seemed like Marpet was definitely struggling with Jonathan Allen, and a lot of people do because he's a really good player. But that hit right there, it seemed like it changed the next couple of drives, especially going into the second half as Brady was hit a little bit too much. And it showed because in the second half, he had time to throw the football and he would just do this, dump it off quickly, even though that's the right option. And you expect Fournette to catch this. He's got to catch this because if he does, it probably gets a first down, probably changes the outcome of the next play that we're going to see.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, the execution isn't there. I know you guys are gonna get fed up of us saying it, but that's all it is. It's simple. We have better guys in the defenses we're facing. We're just not executing. Or worse, we're popping the ball up in the air like this and giving the other team advantages. Like this should be a secured catch. Come down with it, get down. But no, popped in the air. This goes down as a Tom Brady interception. And look where the ball is going to end up being inside the 30 for the Washington football team. Ugly, ugly. Now, this one, just a flat out mistake by Tom Brady. Plus, break it down for me.
Yeah, again, pressure coming up the middle, and it's an ill-advised throw. I mean, like you said, it's just something that can't happen. Mike's not even open here, and really, it's a bad decision. This would be a good time to check it down to Fournette here. Maybe you get some yards, potentially a first down, what have you. So yeah, just mistakes, compounding on each other, and really put the Bucks in a bind to start the first half.
And look at Tom Brady's reaction over here. Pissed off. He's like, son of a like another one? What the hell? And to the people that are Tom Brady purists, listen, the guy's gonna make mistakes. No one's perfect. This is just a bad read. But there is pressure. Don't get me wrong. There's people in his face. People make mistakes. But with Mr. Check Down Charlie, like some people like to call him, you got a guy like this wide open. I mean, take what you can and live with it. Not inside the 30. Other yet again, the team is in scoring position. I mean, this just can't happen. And then more of the inside pressure we're talking about. No sacks, but still, he was under duress almost the entire game. The offensive line didn't play like what up to their normal standard. What do you see?
Right. You have to give credit to Washington. I mean, they did a good job of, disguising and really making it tough on the box offensive line and again, just setting up free rushers and that's really good, especially if you can do that against the Bucs line, which has been pretty dominant so far in the year. But yeah, more pressure leads to incomplete passes. Again, here Tom, uncharacteristically looking at one side of the field instead of looking everywhere and having those quick feet where, he could look backside here, have Mike Evans for a potential touchdown as you see all that space there.
Yeah, how many times did we see a jump ball into space for Mike Evans and he comes down with it? You would think just I mean, look at the numbers on this. Look how many defenders on this side of the ball. I mean, you got 4 guys here covering what, 2, 3? And then you have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin one on one. I don't get what they were thinking with the numbers. Maybe he thought they were going to shade back. They were just going to jump over there and help out. But still, either way, ah, the quality of players on the right side as opposed to the left. I think they just kind of outsmarted themselves on this. Bucks beating Bucks, but some of this it's got to be cleaned up. It's got to be just executed better. And then this is a great play you saw against the Packers in the playoffs last year. I mean, timing wise, you got to be able to get there. You got people clearing things out for Tyler Johnson to get open. But the thing is, with the pressure that he got, not enough time to throw, it's just not going to be there. I mean, it's these are deep developing routes that need time. And if you're getting pass rush in there, it's not going to be a good thing for the Buccaneers. What'd you see?
Right. Yeah. You nailed it because as you see, Washington's pass rush did a good job of just getting movement and creating pocket pressure. And really did a good job of getting Tom off his spot. Not all game, but they did it enough where it definitely affected him. As you see here, there is space there to Tyler Johnson, but got to have the protection up front to make these kind of plays.
Yeah, it's sad to see. I mean, pretty much it's if you have a good rush and if you're covering the deep ball, usually you're going to kind of beat our deep threat. You're going to beat what the Bucks like to do, and it's sad. We kind of keep force feeding it, and it's just not working. So, what'd you see on this one?
Yeah, here again, it's a good play action fake. Tom has time here. You would like to see him, maybe look downfield and find Chris Godwin for more yards. But he checks it down quickly to Leonard Fournette, who catches it and gets some yards. But it just seems like there's more to be had if Tom trusts his offensive line a little bit more.
And that's the big thing. Was he starting to get gun shy because of the pressure he was getting? Again, another little check down here, which is a
Kinda same thing, just I wish Tom would, look a little bit more downfield. You got Mike Evans or maybe potentially OJ Howard, over the middle here, and he's got a good pocket. It's clean, everything looks good. Just really didn't let the play develop. He was just getting rid of it like 1 second, not even a second here as he just looks and fires it quickly.
yeah. Hey, this is something we're gonna have to deal with, especially when there's pressure getting in there. Maybe it is gun shy. We don't know. But guys, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't just yet. Let us know what's going on with the offense of the Buccaneers. Can it be fixed? It's Tom Brady. So I'm thinking, no doubt, this damn thing's gonna get fixed. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. And with that said, until the next one.